what's going on, people? It's your girl Dot Ikurigelachiru, all the way from Talk to Dot. Why am I going? Why do I have sunglasses on? Because I look really cool wearing sunglasses. That's why I've got sunglasses on. No, actually, seriously, I'm right in front of the garden door, and then the sunlight is in my face, so you can see the reflection on the glasses and stuff like that. So, why we're here today? Today is a quick live about what you need to know about the isolation period. Now, this is a time when we've been asked to stay indoors and self-isolate and do all that. My advice to everyone is please take this thing seriously so that we don't keep spreading the virus. Now, there's so much about this virus that we don't know about and the medical specialists don't know about. However, the best thing you can do is to just listen to what you've been told. Now think about it. If you do self-isolate yourself and you stay indoors, how are you going to get it? How are you going to spread it? You know, what's happened in Italy is really, really sad because they never did listen and they've just, it just went out of hand. Now, one of the major reasons why you've been asked to self-isolate is to protect yourself from catching it. Now, some people will still actually get the virus no matter how hard they try because they're quite vulnerable. But the point is, self-isolating is going to reduce the amount of people that fall sick. Now, if we're all hanging out there, not washing our hands, hugging and kissing each other and just not self-isolating, what's going to happen is that there's going to be an outbreak of sick people, and then the NHS and the hospitals won't have enough space for the people or medical supplies, and that becomes something that is going to be difficult to deal with. You understand? So if we self-isolate, we'll reduce how fast the virus is spreading, and over a period of time, there would be like an antidote or something to help people have more time to understand. So please do self-isolate. For people who are in abusive relationships, you need to understand that this is a very trying time, time and time over again. What's happened is that in isolation, domestic abuse increases. So the violence, the battering, the insult, because two people are being locked up together for a long period of time. So take care, stay safe, break the silence if you need to, and talk to someone. For those that have left an abusive relationship, this is the time that the ex will try to cash in on. This is the time that they'll try to get in touch with you, either through the kids to say, oh, how are the kids doing? I just want to check on them to make sure they're fine, because with all these things going on, how are you anyway? But you have to pay attention. I don't have an issue with someone trying to get in touch with their kids because they should anyway. But then let it be solely and strictly about the kids, not about you. Because when the conversation leaves the kids to come to you, then it shows that they're not actually after the kids, they're coming for you. So you need to be smart about it, streetwise, as they say in South London. You understand? You need to be streetwise about this. You have to be careful. There's going to be lots of people trying to contact you and connect with you on Facebook. Stay away from people you don't know. Like, even some people may have several common friends with you. It might be that ex, it might be that person you're running it with has created a fake profile trying to get into your life. So you have to be very smart about this. This is the period when people are going to try to do all kinds of things to come back into your life. Now, just checking the microphone hadn't fallen off. So now you know what you ran away from. Protect yourself. If you are doing the no contact program, do not break contact for any reason whatsoever. Do not break contact, okay? What else did I talk about in my last video? I talked about online dating sites and stuff like that. Fine, if you want to go on an online dating, that's fine, but this is not the time potentially to be meeting people. One, because you don't know if they're sick, so you don't want to meet them. Two, you don't know who is on the other side of the platform, okay? So people will create fake accounts to get into your life, to find out things about you and stuff like that, so you never know. So just be smart about what you do. Be smart about who you interact with, and if you don't need to leave the house, then please don't leave the house. There's lots of things to do. Heck, you can sign up with my channel and watch me every day if you've got nothing to do. Catch up with your sitcoms, bond with the kids, do whatever you need to do, but I cannot overemphasize it. Stay safe. Keep your hands washed. Keep your hands clean. Sanitize yourself. Put on your face mask when you're going out. Put on your gloves and all that. Protect the kids as well. I'm just looking outside to make sure that everything is fine. So it's a really, really short live today. Just to say, make the best out of your self-isolation, yeah? It's not just the time to just stuff your face in the pantry. You can do quite a lot of things, All those things that you always wanted to do, but you never could do it. Don't set big targets, because a lot of times we set big, massive targets and we fail at it, and then we feel like we're failures. But you set something massive. It could be a small thing like saying, every day I'm going to go to bed on time. I'm going to sleep a bit more. I'm going to rest. That's a simple target you can achieve. You can say, oh, I'm going to eat healthy now. Every morning I'm going to wake up and start my day with a glass of honey and lemon. Freshly squeezed lemon and honey. I'll start my day with that. That's a simple target that you can achieve. You can do something like, oh my goodness, your garden is such a mess and you've never had time to do it. This is the time that potentially you could go into that back garden and have it sorted out. So there's lots of little targets. Do you have pictures in your house that you never had time to hang up? This is that time when you could hang up your pictures and stuff like that. So there's lots of things, there's lots of activities and things you can catch up with in the house. Do these things. Keep yourself happy, keep yourself going. Don't stay miserable. Read a book. Is there that book you wanted to read you never had the time to read? Read that book now. Is there a movie you wanted to watch? Watch the movie. But remember, before I get offline now, this period, potentially, abusers will up their game in abusing you if you're in isolation. So you might want to break the silence. Secondly, if you've actually left an abusive relationship and you've come out of it, what could happen potentially is they will try to get in touch with you using the fact that they need to check up on you to see how you're faring. You need to be smart about that. If you're going to be going on online dating sites and stuff like that, be streetwise about it. You can chat with people, you can do all that, but just don't give up your personal details and your personal address because you don't know who is on the other side of the platform. And please, I cannot overemphasize this. Let's say you met this amazing guy or an amazing girl on your dating site and stuff. This is not the time to be meeting up and hooking up with strangers because you don't know who's sick. You understand? Some people are positive for COVID-19. Some people are carriers of COVID-19. So you might say, oh, they're not sick, they're positive, they might be a carrier. But you know what? Are you okay? Are you okay? Your shoeless. Give me a second, yeah? 1 second, yeah? Okay? Just give me a second. So that's the boss of the house. So yeah, stay safe this period. Do what you've been told to do. Stay isolated if you can, so that you can, we can contain this and then everyone can get back to the normal life. Personally, I'm enjoying myself. I'm having the best time. So from me to you, stay safe. One love. Deadpool.